I would also say I couldn't repeat the same clothes over and over again. At the time, I had many reasons, and as time passed by, I believed that God was everywhere, so I hardened my heart to going to church for about 5 to 6 years. I regretted that I gave my life to Christ because He gave Him room to invite me to church. And if I say I'm not coming, He say, "Is that what a born again Christian would do?" So it was very uncomfortable. So I'll just stay in the house on Sunday. Everybody will go out. The ones I want to go to church will go out. Then I'll sit down in the house and I can do house chores. I'm thanking God that I'm in a church family. I grew up in a Christian family, but would follow my parents to church around the time I was in primary school. Around my JS2, I somehow stopped going to church, and there wasn't really any issue. Backstory: my secondary school was far from home, and I'm the last child, so whenever I came back for midterm breaks or holidays, I would be given preferential treatment, plus my time spent at home would be felt because I would do house chores. So everybody just said, "Oh yeah, Allah had to rest," and all of that. I hid under this excuse and others like, "My clothes are not sizing me anymore," or "I don't have clothes." It wasn't wise to buy me clothes because I would come back and they wouldn't size me. I would also say I couldn't repeat the same clothes over and over again. At the time, I had many reasons, and as time passed by, I believed that God was everywhere, so I hardened my heart to going to church for about 5 to 6 years. So I'll just stay in the house on Sunday. Everybody will go out. The ones that want to go to church will go out. Then I'll sit down in the house, then I can do house chores. So, my deliverance. My brother and his friend Otobong, that's Idiongomfon and Otobong, would at different times imply that I should come to church. But there wasn't enough reason for me, so I ignored them. One night, I was in the room pressing phone when Imo was talking about something with my mother. And he implied in his speech that he was righteous or something like that. So I paused and asked him if he really thought he was holy or righteous. Now at the time, I thought it was not possible to be righteous or all of that. And he replied yes. So in my mind, what do you mean? And I scoffed and ignored him. So about 5 to 10 minutes later, he called me and started preaching to me and asked me to drop the phone and listen to him. And surprisingly, I obeyed, it was so off. And after talking, he now led me to Christ. And then he now started disturbing me again about church. So I started regretting that I even answered him. I regretted that I gave my life to Christ because He gave Him room to invite me to church. And if I say I'm not coming, you say, "Is that what a born again Christian would do?" So it was very uncomfortable. And I think the next week is when I came to church. And even that day, I delayed him. I remember him coming back and saying that I'm not even ready, blah, 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 blah. And now I'm saying, he now say, "Wear anything." Because I did not know if I should wear trousers. So he now say, "Wear anything." I just wore a gown and came. And he came late, but I did not care about anything. I think heaven had a hand in this because I would prepare to come for different meetings. I frankly understood nothing that was taught, which was weird, but I'll just keep coming. I thank God I kept coming ignorantly. I can say I have a church and mean it, unlike when I was in primary school, I'll just say I'm following my parents to church. I've kept coming for 2 years and counting, and would even feel bad anytime I came late out of my own accord. I too can be told, "You push church, stay too long," and all of that. Which is something that never happened. I mean, I wasn't even going to church at all, so where is that coming from? During the cashless policy period, I didn't have enough money to come to church. But I remember one day I think I knew I had to come to church, but I did not have enough money. Somehow I entered the KK. I did not know how I was going to pay. But when I checked my bag, I saw the money that was enough for my transport. And I came to church and felt like an overcomer because, I mean, that was effort made. I don't know how it happened. I remember coming and people were worshiping. I was about 15 minutes late. But I remember raising my hands up and praising God. I felt like, yes, you have done something for God. And I'm thanking God for that. Because it's a lot to me. I mean, I have not made this choice of having a church. I mean, I didn't used to go to church. And then to a place where I am coming to church every day, every time you hear church, even if you don't register in your head that it's something, even if you don't have the expectation, you know that the only expectation you should have at that time is, shall go to church, something will happen. And it's a whole lot. I mean, before I would say God is everywhere, I mean, you can sit down in your house and pray to God. God will answer you. You can talk to God. I mean, the Bible said God is everywhere. But now, I didn't even used to read my Bible. I just used to hear people say it. But I'm grateful for this deliverance from the mindset of not going to church and thinking that God is everywhere. Yes, God is everywhere, but you need a church family. And I'm thankful for the opportunity to be in a good church, for a fact.
Thanks for watching. For more stories of God's transforming power as well as all the life-changing content, do check out the links in the description. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, turn on your notification bell, and share. God bless you.